You're about to take one of the biggest steps in your life, buying a home. It's exciting, but let's be real, it can also prove to be really confusing. So, if you also found yourself buried in endless online searches and not knowing where to start, this video is for you. Today, we're breaking down the entire home buying process, step by step. Whether you're a first-time buyer, but just looking for a refresher, stick with me and you'll leave this video knowing exactly what to expect and how to make smart decisions. If you're new to this channel, my name is Nina Escueta. I'm a realtor in Sarasota, Florida. If you want to know everything there is to know about Sarasota, Florida, eating, sleeping, playing, working, anything at all, the good, the bad, and the ugly, subscribe and click the notification bell below, and I will make sure to keep you in the loop. Before you start scrolling through home listings or meeting real estate agents, let's get one thing straight. Buying a house is not like buying a pair of sneakers. So the first step in buying a home starts way before you even step into any open house. Yep, before anything, and I mean literally anything else, you have to understand your finances. This is the foundation of this whole process, and trust me, you don't want to skip it. So, how do you even begin figuring out your financial situation? Start by checking your credit score. Simple. The better your score, the easier it is to get a loan with good interest rates. Not sure where to check it? There are tons of free resources online like Credit Karma, or your bank may offer this service. Next up, savings. Now, a lot of people think they just need to save for a down payment, but there's more to it than that. You'll also need money for closing costs, which can be anywhere from 2% to 5% of the loan amount. Plus, there are moving costs and any immediate repairs you might need to do. It all adds up. So before you even consider buying a house, make sure you have a solid savings cushion. And here's a fun fact. Some people think they need 20% down to buy a home, but that's not always the case. There are plenty of loan options out there that require less. For example, FHA loans allow you to put down as little as 3.5%. So, if you've been holding off on buying a house because you think you need to save up 20%, that might not be true for you. Okay, so you've got your credit score in check and you've saved up enough. What's next? The next step is to get pre-approved for a mortgage. If you've never heard of this term before, don't worry. It's basically a green light from a lender that says, hey, we're willing to give you this amount of money to buy a house. And it's not just for show. Getting pre-approved shows sellers that you're serious and can afford the home you're interested in. It also helps you figure out your budget, so you don't waste time looking at houses that are way out of your price range. But how do you get pre-approved? It's pretty straightforward. You'll need to submit some financial information to a lender, things like your income, debts, and assets. They'll then review this info and let you know how much they're willing to lend you. Keep in mind, getting pre-approved doesn't mean you're locked into any specific loan. It's just an estimate. Here's a pro tip. Shop around for lenders. Don't just go with the first one you come across. Different lenders offer different rates and terms. So it is worth comparing a few options to make sure you're getting the best deal. So you've got your financial ducks in a row and your pre-approval letter in hand. Now it's time to bring in the experts, and that's supposed to be a real estate agent. Some people try to go the DIY route, but honestly, a good agent is worth their weight in gold. A real estate agent will not only help you find homes that meet your criteria, but they'll also guide you through the process, help you negotiate, and even deal with paperwork. Don't worry, we'll get to all this a bit later. For now, one thing to keep in mind, don't just pick any random agent. Ask for recommendations from friends or family. Check reviews online and interview a few agents before making any decisions. You want someone you trust and feel comfortable with because this is a big deal, right? You need someone who's in your corner. Now, the other fun part begins. Time to start looking at homes. This is the part everyone's excited about, house hunting. It's fun to scroll through your listings online and imagine yourself living in different homes. But there's a method to this madness. You need to be strategic here. First, make a list of your must-haves and nice-to-haves. For example, a must-have could be a certain number of bedrooms or being in a specific school district. A nice-to-have might be a swimming pool or a finished basement. The idea here is that you're probably not gonna find the perfect house that checks every single box. But if you know what your non-negotiables are, it'll help you narrow down your options. Once you begin touring, try not to get too attached to any one house, especially early on. It's easy to fall in love with the first home you see, but remember, this is a big decision. Be patient. Like with anything else, take your time. Before you even think about making an offer, it's smart to get a home inspection done. Now, traditionally, a lot of people wait until their offer is accepted before scheduling an inspection. That's totally fine, but doing it before you submit your offer can give you a huge advantage. Here's why. When you get an inspection beforehand, you already know the exact condition of the house. You won't have any surprises popping up later, and it gives you leverage when making your offer. If the house needs repairs, you can factor those costs into your offer from the get-go. It also saves you the hassle of going through all this excitement of making an offer only to find out later that there's something seriously wrong with the house. But don't worry if this isn't always an option. Most people still do the inspection after the offer is accepted. Either way, the inspection is crucial because it helps you find out if there are any hidden issues like faulty wiring, leaky roofs, or foundation problems. The inspector will check every nook and cranny of the house to make sure you're not buying a money pit. If the inspection does bring up issues, you have a few choices. You can ask the seller to fix the problems, request a credit to cover the repairs, or if the issues are too big to handle, you can walk away from the deal altogether. Don't be afraid to negotiate here. Your real estate agent will guide you through the process. And while the inspection is happening, your lender will order an appraisal. This step ensures that the home's value matches the amount you're planning to pay. You've got the inspection results, and you know the home's condition inside and out. Now, it's time to make an offer. This is where your real estate agent really comes in handy. They'll help you decide on a fair offer price by taking several factors into account, like how long the house has been on the market, what condition it's in, of course, thanks to that inspection, and what similar homes in the area are selling for. You'll want to make an offer that's competitive, but also fair based on everything you've learned. Once you submit your offer, the seller can either accept it, reject it, or counteroffer. The negotiation process can take a few days, and it's normal to feel a little anxious during this part. But try to stay calm and trust your agent's advice. We're almost at the finish line. At this point, your lender will finalize your mortgage and you'll get all the loan documents in order. This is the part where you'll have to sign a million forms, but it's all part of the process. Once the mortgage is finalized, it's time for the closing. This is where you sign even more paperwork, pay your closing costs, and finally, get the keys to your new home. Congratulations, you're now a homeowner. It's time to move in and start making the place your own. Whether it's painting, decorating, or just rearranging the furniture, this is the part where your new house starts to feel like home. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to share it with anyone you know who's thinking about buying a home. Also, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. My name is Nina Escueta with Livingville Realty. I'm here to assist you with any residential or commercial real estate needs in Sarasota, Manatee, or Charlotte counties. Just give me a call.